And generally, our purpose is to advise the town on tree issues, and the stay of contact is Brian Haas. It's by law, you have to plant any dead trees, replace them, or safety trees. And then we've tried to fill out the central business area. Then we hit the main thoroughfares and the main streets downtown, and then we go into the neighborhood and the side streets. In Easton, we've also come to believe that the trees make for ambiance in the street and they reduce stark streetscapes, and therefore they contribute to the economic value and viability of the downtown. Additionally, it positions us to get grants if we have a nice tree canopy. A tree that's unsafe or has been died in the previous 12 months, we sort of make that the first order of business. The second item is to fill out the downtown business area. And then I think you should be proud of the town because that's largely complete. You may have noticed that we've been working on the first block of Goldsboro. And this year, the town cut 4 new tree pits on the north side. And trees are planted there. And they go with the 4 tree pits that were cut in previous years on the south side. So that block, someday, will have a nice tree cover on it. Similarly, the first block of Dover, that's where Talbot Bank is, that has 2 new tree pits cut in, one by the antique shop and one a little further west. And that block, I'm very pleased about that. Additionally, the post office block is another area that we felt was rather stark before. And we've planted, we cut 2 new tree pits there this year. And I say we, it's the town, it's not the tree board. And so there are now 3 tree pits with new trees on the north side. And there are 2 in front of the post office for a total of 5. And these are pits that were never there before. And so these are completely new trees. The third is the main thoroughfares, and that you would think of Goldsboro or Dover or Washington or Aurora. And we've been pecking away on that for a number of years, and happy to say that Goldsboro is just about fully filled out now from Washington Street all the way out to Route 50. Similarly, Aurora is going to be filled out with the Springs plantings south of North Street. And they've taken a lot of trees. So the next move will be then to go on the other main thoroughfares, and in some cases they're going to require cutting tree pits. Main thoroughfares or main streets downtown would be the likes of Harrison or maybe Hanson and West. Bay Street would be another street which is kind of bedeviling because it doesn't appear to have any positions for public trees. Harrison is just about finished from Goldsboro south all the way to the end. And we'll begin to peck away at some of the other streets like Washington and Dover. What have we done this year? The town and the Chesapeake Bay Trust has planted 81 trees so far, and you will remember that the town budget is $10,000 a year. Other plantings that have taken place, Midshore River Keepers planted 228 trees in the RTC Park. Easton Utilities planted 24 on Glenwood Avenue and 1 replacement tree of what I call the Lee Washington Street Triangle right by the gas station. And Eastern Shore, Midshore Riverkeeper Conservancy also planted 400 trees in the back of Stony Ridge.
When there's dying trees close on private property, is there anything that you advise the people that trees might be available, or we don't do anything on private property?
We don't do anything on private property at this point. You might say that's a long-term dream, but we've got, I think according to Davie, 1,100 vacant tree sites on public land to go after first.
Now, what do you,
Roger, is a part of the maintenance that the tree board does that include removing ivy from trees?
First of all, the tree board doesn't do anything except advise the town.
Okay, thank you.
But there is a mechanism for removing ivy from trees. Now, it gets into public property or private property. You're asking about
Public.
public. What's generally done there is that if we know about it, we give Brian a message. There's a tree, for example, that's got ivy on it, and he forwards it to Mike Dickerson,
Okay.
and then Mike cuts it.
Does the tree board also do walkthroughs specific areas to do that identification of trees?
Well, what we
To
do is
compile a
we
report?
keep a list,
Okay.
and we keep feeding that to Brian and Mike. And your point on the rails to trails is well taken, because right at August Street, where it goes into that, there was a group of 3 trees that were infested with ivy, and we took iPhone pictures of them, sent them to Brian, and he forwarded them over to Mike.
Oh, perfect. Thank you.